in to Live on Purpose. It's your girl, She Speaks Purpose, coming to you once again. But of course, we are here each and every Saturday. You can catch us on YouTube, Vimeo, and Ustream. But tonight we have an awesome show because I have one of my favorite people on earth with me tonight, Dr. JaTaya Wiley. She's going to talk to you about walking in your purpose and how she got to be where she is today. I'm so excited about this show. I hope you share it with your friends. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Live on Purpose. Go ahead and grab your glass of wine. Get comfortable because it is Live on Purpose. Welcome again. It is Live on Purpose, and tonight I am live with the one and only Dr. JaTaya Wiley. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I had to have you on the show. You are truly one of Cleveland's movers and shakers, so I had to have you on our first episodes here on Live on Purpose, so welcome.
Well, thank you. It is my profound joy to be with you today.
See? That's that doctor part. All right, well, let's get right into it. So how did you become so absolutely flawsome?
Oh, flawsome. Wow.
Yes, blossom. Flawless, awesome.
I think that, it all has to do with God and knowing what your calling is or really what it isn't. And I think that my parents gave me a really strong foundation. When I was done with high school, I didn't want to go to college, and my dad was like, well, go to college or get out. So I went to college.
There you go. That's the kind of foundation you want.
Yeah, so I went to college, and 5 degrees later, I maxed out the college system, so I'm like, it's time to do something else now.
Well, yeah. What else can you do at that point? So you talked about knowing the difference between operating in your purpose and not. So you are still a 9-to-5er, right?
Yes, I am still a 9-to-5er. I work for the Department of Defense as an information technology specialist.
Okay.
I just know that I'm not supposed to be there forever.
Okay.
Right now, it is my sponsor. It allows me to do all of the things that I love to do. It pays my bills, it pays my mortgage, it pays my car note. But I know that I am not here to be in that cubicle for 35 to 40 years.
Right.
That's just, I feel like a bird in a cage.
Absolutely.
So I know that that is not my purpose,
Right.
but for right now it is sustaining me.
Now, speaking is one of the things that you really enjoy doing, and you're pretty much flawsome at that as well. What got you started in motivational speaking?
Well, it's actually a funny story. Speaking used to be something that I was terrified of, and with working for the Department of Defense, I had an opportunity to go work for United Way, and I was just going because I wanted to get out of that cage. Okay. So I went over there all excited. They're like, oh yeah, it'll be fun. You'll just do parties and events. And I'm like, okay. And I get there, and then within 5 days, I have to speak in front of hundreds of people.
Oh my gosh. And
it was terrifying to me.
Yeah.
But I did it, and by the end of my first year with United Way, I was great at it.
Wow.
By the end of my 3-year tenure, I had raised over $675,000 for charity, and I was honored at the White House for doing so. And I think that is what gave me the know-how and the ability and the passion to speak to many people about many different things.
Okay.
Working for the government is nice, but when I worked for United Way, giving back was a very humbling experience because you really don't know how good you have it until you can walk into all these different agencies in the Cleveland area and see that there are people right here in our backyard who have nothing.
Right.
So it was a very humbling experience.
Right. Well, we've known each other for quite some time, but what's interesting is I don't think until very recently I even knew you worked a 9-to-5 because you are an entrepreneur extraordinaire. Every time I see you have something new going on, and that's awesome. I want to ask you, how did you get into modeling?
Well, I've actually been modeling for a while as well. I started modeling when I was 18, but at that time, plus size was not in.
Okay.
So 16
we're in now.
Yeah, 16 years later, we are in now.
Right.
So it took a while for me to really be successful at it. And last year was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal year for me in modeling. I did 4 national commercials. I just did another national commercial for, I don't think I'm supposed to say it. But it is a sports apparel commercial with one of the sports players. So that should be hitting the scene. And my dad called me just last week from the Diamond Lounge at the Horseshoe, and he's like, I just saw your commercial on TV and I was telling everybody that's my daughter. So I am the face of curvesconnect.com. It's a plus size dating site. So that commercial is being showed nationally. So that was pretty exciting. Yeah. So yes, it has been a great past 18 months as far as modeling and acting and doing, movies, independent films, and national films. So it's been great.
Now, is that what led to the Miss Ohio Plus, or?
Well, I heard that pageantry can really open up additional doors in modeling. I know that they said, Halle Berry did pageantry, Oprah did pageantry. So I'm like, okay, I'll do a pageant. Okay. So when I went into it, I did not know what to expect. And I definitely did not expect to walk away as Miss Ohio Plus America.
Oh my gosh, so, Miss Ohio Plus America. All right.
Yes, I didn't go in with any type of expectancy. I just did it as, something to do to further my career. And if anything, it gave me more confidence.
Okay.
If anything else, to just be able to walk the stage and feel beautiful in the skin that I'm in, because, growing up as the only African American in an all Caucasian school, it kind of didn't, I had a rough time. Let's just put it that way. Right. I didn't grow up thinking black was beautiful. Right. And especially a plus size black girl definitely wasn't beautiful. So I think when I got crowned, it was kind of like, a lot of weight was lifted off my shoulders. Okay. With some things that I was carrying from my past.
Well, let's talk about the platform behind that, which is Alive on Purpose. Yes. A little bit different than Live on Purpose. But what made you choose that platform specifically?
Well, I chose Alive on Purpose specifically because Alive on Purpose deals a lot with suicide, and suicide is something that definitely touches my heart. Okay. Suicide has been something that has touched my family in a tremendous way. Wow. So I just wanted to be able to go out into the community and talk to other girls who are, like me, or even ones that aren't like me, to let them know however God made you, He made you special, and you are not a mistake. You cannot be duplicated. When He made you, He broke the mold, and you are beautiful. Yeah. So I think that people need to hear that, and Alive on Purpose, I think, does a lot of things to help that and to get that message across. So anything that I can do or say to help people know that they are alive on purpose, then I feel like it's a blessing.
I love it. That's awesome. So tell me this. What is your passion, that one thing that when you're doing it, you're in your element, you feel like there's nothing else but this for me?
Well, I would say that is acting and modeling. Like when I hit the stage, when I'm behind the camera, when I'm seeing all the flashing lights, it's like I would do it for free. So
wow, so you know that's your passion.
Yes, I always say, it's your passion if you would do it for free.
Right.
And it is something that, I will take jobs that, might not have as much pay and then I'll have jobs that have great pay. So for me, it's not about the money. It's about, the same thing with pageantry and with promoting the different nonprofit organizations. It's a way that other women can see, if she can do it, I can do it. Yeah. She's a size 16, so am I. Right. You don't have to be a size 6. To be beautiful. Right. So I think when I am in that element, it is empowering, not just for me, but for people who are like me.
So for the teenage girl that's coming up now and doesn't know the type of opportunities and things that you have kind of sought out yourself, what would you say to her, and what guidance would you give her to be successful?
I would just tell her, spend a lot of time going within so that you can see how beautiful you are, and don't let the outside world tell you that you're not. I think with social media, it is so easy for us to scroll through Facebook and see everybody else smiling, beautiful, living this glamorous life. But really on Facebook, it's not telling the full true story. Right. So I think a lot of our children and teenagers now, that's all that they have. When we were growing up, it wasn't like that. But now they have all of this comparison that they can easily look to and go to. And I would just say, turn off all the noise. Turn off all the noise and know, again, that you are not a mistake. You be unapologetically you, because that is who God created you to be.
Good.
So, yeah, I just feel like we're all beautiful in our own way. Yeah. Everybody might not see it, but God sees it. Okay. And that's all that matters.
You're always smiling. What's behind the smile, other than your niece? What's behind the smile? Because I know it's not always smiles for you, but you always seem to pull one out.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what happens to me, and I've had things happen to me like the next person. I don't go around professing that life is always good, but I feel like the things that happen to us, we can either let them inspire us to do something different, or we can let them bring us down. So no matter what happens to me, I learn from it and move on. And I try to keep the smile on my face, because I know that when I smile going through whatever, it's giving God glory and it's making the devil mad. So it's like, no matter what's going on in my life, I always try to smile.
That's good. A lot of women find ourselves at a pathway where we're looking towards, we know that this is our purpose, but here's my kids, my this, my that, my bills, my this, my that. What gives you the power to push forward, to keep going down this path? Because I know you have these things over here, but what could you tell somebody who's standing at that fork in the road and can't decide?
Well, I think I do a lot of work in network marketing, and I always teach my girls that come through, like, what is your why? If your why doesn't make you cry, then it's not strong enough. And a lot of people will say, my children are my why. But then they use that why as their excuse as well. So it's like, your children can't be your why. And then when we have a meeting, oh, I can't come because I have my kids. And I'm the type of person to tell you, bring the kids, you know, and they still won't come. So I always tell people, you have to really, really know what your why is. And that why has to be what is sustaining you to keep moving and to keep pushing forward. You can't let that why also be your excuse as to why you're not doing the thing that you need to do. So for me, like, I don't have children, but I have a lot of different whys. I feel like there's so many things that we can see. There's so many things that we can do. I want to be a world traveler. That's my passion. And to be able to do that, we need finances. So people say, don't be attached to money. I'm not attached to money, but really without money, there's not much we can do.
Exactly.
So people can say that, but without money, I can't go to Africa. You know, I can't go to Dubai. I can't go to the Philippines without the backing. So I feel like there's a lot of things that I want to do. There's a lot of people I want to help, and you can't help anybody if you can't help yourself. So
exactly. And the other thing too is you can't have scared money if you want to make money.
Exactly.
You actually have to spend a little bit so you can make some. So I get what you're saying. Also, tell us about your businesses, because you have, other than being a model and all these other things, you do have some businesses, correct?
Yes, and you know, this year has been a year of a lot of reflection and to really see what I wanted to let go of so that I can be more focused on a few things. I know it's very important to have multiple streams of income, but I feel like if you trace two rabbits, you get none. So this year I've been kind of cutting some things off the list. And the one thing that I've been focusing on a lot is the travel industry.
I can't wait to go on the cruise that you're telling me that's coming soon, right?
Yes. So I want to do group cruises and especially charity cruises. So what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of the cruise lines like Carnival and Princess and Royal Caribbean, they will actually give nonprofit organizations money back from cruises that they go on. So like if you have, you know, if you're a church and you have 100 people and go on this cruise, Carnival's going to give you back about $5,000 to $10,000, and a lot of people don't realize that.
A lot of people don't realize a lot of things. That's why we need people like us and Live on Purpose so they can learn. Yes. Okay. Well, how can they get in contact with you about your businesses, about just you, period?
Okay. Well, I'm on social media everywhere as JaTaya Wiley. So that is, if you go to facebook.com, JaTaya Wiley, or Twitter, Instagram, it's all JaTaya Wiley, and my website is JaTayaWiley.com.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say to Live on Purpose?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for, again, always allowing so many opportunities for Cleveland, for women in Cleveland, for men in Cleveland, and just for making this where your roots are, because we need more people like you here to make more opportunities for us. And I just am really appreciative of this day.
We're going to get our lashes going to come off in a minute. I appreciate you, and I love to watch what you're doing. You are inspiring to me. Every time I think, I don't know, I look on my Facebook page, I'm like, oh, okay, gotta go. She said, let's go. So I'm like, let's go. So thank you so much for being on Live on Purpose, and I cannot wait to work with you some more. Absolutely. I know there's more things coming up soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you all for joining us for one more great episode of Live on Purpose. Remember, you can watch us each and every Saturday right here on YouTube, Vimeo, or Ustream. Make sure you like us on our Facebook page, Live on Purpose. Tonight we had Dr. JaTaya Wiley, and she talks about walking in your purpose. Take a little time and figure out who you are and begin to walk in your purpose. I'm your girl Purpose, and I'll see you again real soon.